What's the name?
Sure.
Everybody close your eyes. Close your eyes.
And turn your phones off. Turn your phones off.
Go ahead, turn them off. Turn your phones off.
Turn your phones off.
Huh?
Turn your phones off.
Tell me secret word. I don't even like it that much anyway. Close your eyes. And imagine. You have to be at a team lift at 6 a.m., but you're accidentally 1 minute late because you slept through your alarm clock. Your heart is pounding from sprinting to the gym, but nobody cares just because you were up until 2 a.m. studying for an exam that you still don't feel prepared for. You can feel the tension between you and your teammates because now they will still have to run sprints tomorrow at 6 a.m. because you were 1 minute late. You start the lift, but your mind is just not that in the right place. But it doesn't matter. You have to lift. And as soon as it's over, you scarf down breakfast on the way to your 8 a.m. class. And you get there, and your hair is still wet because you didn't have time to dry it. The professor looks at you and says, "Where's the homework assignment?" But you forgot it. How could you forget it? You were supposed to be on top of everything. So you sit there, and you worry about whatever else you might have forgotten. And at noon, you get a 30-minute break. But it's not really a break because you use it to quickly make up an assignment that you missed from last week's game. And as soon as it's 12:10 and 40 minutes, it doesn't seem like enough time to get on the court and on the field and be ready, even though it actually is. So you head over. And at 1, practice is starting. And you have to forget everything that happened in your day because at practice, you have to perform. You can't not perform. So forget the 0 on your assignment. Forget the test that you're still not prepared for. Forget the friends that you haven't seen in weeks. Forget the argument that you got in with your parents. The only thing the outside world cares about is that you perform. And when it's over, you find yourself staring at the locker room mirror and trying not to cry. And you ask yourself, is this how I'm supposed to feel? Open your eyes. Now, what you young gentlemen have just heard was an excerpt from Victoria Garrick's TED Talk. She was describing the normal day of an athlete, going to practice, going to class, waking up at 6 a.m., 5 a.m., 5:30, having these early morning workouts with your team. All right? Guys, my name is Brian Armstead. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Went to Shiloh High School in Atlanta, Georgia. Went to Morehouse College. I know, I'm sorry. Went to Morehouse College. Like I told you guys before, I hope you have a great season, except for when y'all play Morehouse. It's the only time I wish y'all lose. But played Division I ball at Grambling State University after signing from Morehouse College. And right now I'm attending University of Georgia Social Work. All right.
Hey, brothers. My name is Jelani. I'm from Chicago, south side of Chicago, Inglewood. I don't know if you all have ever heard of Inglewood in Chicago. However, I too played Division I baseball and football at the University of Grambling, and also went on to play at Eastern Illinois University, as well as had a long-lasting career in semi-pro football and arena football. I'm a graduate of University of Chicago. I now attend UGA for my MSW, and just want to give y'all a little real-life conversation about life in regards to what's going on and how things look on the outskirts of an athlete. You know, the things that we need to exhibit on a daily. Coming from a community where that you don't see much of that happening. You don't see too many us coming from communities that end up in four-year universities and things of that nature, going on and play ball in profound universities such as Grambling University, Eastern University, and furthermore. So that's me in all in a nutshell of what I do. See?
Absolutely. Now, we printed out the presentation for you guys because I wanted you guys to have it, and I want you guys to refer back to it, all right, later on. Okay, but if you want to, you can look through it now as we go along with the presentation. So by a show of hands, who thinks they know what stress is? By a broad definition, what's stress?
It's like a mental or physical factor that's a distraction that's probably weighing you down from being 100%.
Okay. You're saying the stress is what was weighing you down?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anybody else?
Stress is the reaction to whatever is weighing you down. Stress is the reaction in your mind.
Reaction to the event that happened. I like that definition. Right. Anyone else? Y'all ain't gotta be shy, man. Y'all teammates. We all family here, and I played baseball too in my life. All right, so
And let me say this real quick, man. Let me say this. Let's try to be open and let's be transparent.
Absolutely.
Let's not just sit up here and just take this in and let us be the one that's talking. We don't want to talk to you all. We want to have a discussion, an open discussion. Everything that we're going to say is going to be off the cuff. It's going to be real. It ain't never nothing personal. And my whole demeanor going to change in a minute because I like to just freelance. I ain't coming up in this black and white this shirt and these black slacks. I want to talk to you just like you want to be taught, and we can have just a good discussion about reality and things like that. So let's kind of be transparent. Let's give our synopsis of things, and let's try to participate as much as we possibly can. I know it's early and things like that, but let's try. Let's try.
So stress can be synonymous with one word: tension. Right? Stress is any tension that is exerted upon a certain object, all right, which then causes it to react, like my man said right there. Okay? So now as it relates to stress, you guys can flip over, y'all can go along with me as I'm going into the presentation. Right? Now it's all males in here right now. And if you read that first paragraph that I have under stress and athletics, you'll see that 95% of males athletes face stress and 85% of female athletes face stress. Now, what's the name of that athlete? Somebody, what's the name of that athlete that I have under that? Cam. Okay. Why would Cam be stressed out? Why would he have been stressed out on his picture right now?
Probably.
One or two things. Either I'm not sure, but either because it's injury, or he's probably injured, or either because he was probably doing interception, or it's so much stress out there. But like, I really think probably because he probably wasn't 100%.
Well, I'm going to just shoot off that. So I hear what everybody's saying, the stressors of the physical stressors. The reality of it could be a multiple of things as athletes. Our life, man. Our life, our everyday life. Stresses of life. You know, what's going on in our life? What's going on with our mother? What's going on with our brother? What's going on in society? Trying to keep a low-key look or keep up with the Joneses or, you know, be something that we really ain't. That's stress within itself. But then got to come up in here and play a whole game, 4 quarters. You know? Probably got a woman over here, probably got a woman over here, probably got a woman over here. She probably popped off right over here. You know? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He probably got up, popped off over here. He probably running over here, two bands for an AB over here. He spending 2 bands over here to get her abortion. But she talking about keeping the baby. I don't want to have no abortion. These are real underlying, real things. This is real things that's happening. I can speak to that. I can speak to that life, being the athlete that I was at Grambling. And I'm going to say it to y'all. Y'all doing it too. Y'all running that number up in here. You know what I'm saying? You know? Well, and that may be fun, but that may be fine, cool and dandy, but I'm just saying that the stresses on a daily, man, in the college atmosphere is real. That we don't think it is, but it is. I got sons that play ball too. My son play ball at Lane College. And I hear him say the same thing every day. Yes, sir.
He played, like, what classification is?
He played football. He's a sophomore.
He's from baseball.
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was from baseball.
See, but I think we fail to realize that baseball, football, volleyball, soccer, whatever, you're an athlete. You're an athlete, man. You're an athlete. The baseball team probably, you only got, 20 scholarships, 24 scholarships?
You gotta spread them out.
You got to spread them out.
Spread them out. It's no
And then you got walk-ons. But you got a population of maybe, 30,000 here? You know, I'm just saying some numbers. You know? And so, I mean, to come to a university where you need a scholarship and money and funds to go to school where you got a scholarship. You know, it's just real life stuff, man. I wouldn't be sharing nothing that I don't know, man. I've been there, done that. Really, I did.
So in 2015, what happened to Cam? What award did he win? MVP, right?
Mm-hmm.
So last year he had that same type of season. He was on track to win MVP, but he got hurt, had a shoulder injury. Y'all remember that? Yeah. Had a shoulder injury because he ain't got no O-line. He was right? So this year he's coming back, and I'm gonna let y'all figure it out. Why would he be stressed right now in regards to this picture right here?
Who said expectations?
Just the what?
You're right.
To come back and put up the same type of numbers that he had last year in an MVP type season that he was having last year.
Exactly.
Right? So let's pay attention to that. Now it's getting a little fun in here now. Give me 3 volunteers. Matter of fact, the people that was
Get the ones coming in.
Hey, coach, I was in the other classroom. Hey, coach, stay right here.
Right there. Step in.
Yeah, on the top. Stand on the top. Come here. Come on the top. On the top. We're gonna have a little fun up in here, man. Y'all want to be quiet. We're gonna have a little fun up in here. See them right here? Here. All right. Y'all pay up. Where you from? Okay. Pay up, that's from Florida. Man, shake them up.
You not?
Shake them up. Shake them up.
Let me do it. Go ahead, come on.
Y'all back up a little bit on the towel. All right, stop.
It's supposed to work out.
Open your bottle.
It's not enough for it.
Fast, open it up. Pay up.
Hey, let's pay attention.
Open it up fast. Open it up. What does that represent? Stress of who? That's a build-up, right? Yeah. Absolutely. Of what? That represents stresses that an athlete has on a daily basis. This gentleman right here had all of this stress mount up, but didn't want to say anything. Didn't want to talk to anybody about what he had going on. And as a result, he opened it up fast, and y'all saw what happened. This gentleman right here opened this bottle up slow. He was able to talk to certain people about the stress that he was going through, opened it up slowly, and y'all see what happened. He didn't have any stress, right? Actually, he did have stress. Take that back. He did have stress, but he talked to everybody, every professional he could find, used the tools he had, and the family he had to talk about his stress. See what happened, right? That's what this represents. You cannot hide from stress. Stress is going to be there whether you like it or not. This is life. In life, you're going to have stresses, but it's about how you handle the stress that counts. It's about how you handle the stress that counts. When you have that stress, what do you do? Right? What do you do? All right, so I can put those back.
Thank you guys, man.
I appreciate that. You can't drink it. No. What's anxiety? This is going to be a good one. What's anxiety? We all are athletes. We all play high school, college ball. What's anxiety?
I say simply like a fear or something.
What?
A fear of this one. Yeah, like a fear of something happening I guess that's what I would say.
Okay.
I feel like it's like being nervous, like you got extremely nervous, like you might have a nervous breakdown or something.
Absolutely, that can definitely be a byproduct of anxiety. What's up?
Anxiety is like overthinking.
Overthinking?
Using your mind way too much.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's some things that an athlete can have anxiety about? Like what?
Like in this game. Like if you make an error, you like worry about the ball coming back.
That's a good one, man. That's really a good one. And so we're going to apply that to life. Life in your daily life. Making a simple error in your daily life and then trying to bounce back from it. How I'm going to get back to normality?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Too.
Huh?
So relationships can be
Relationships, brother. And I'm glad you're saying that, man, because now you're broadening you're opening it up now and seeing it for what it is. You know, these ships that we try to evolve in, and we yet not have got to the capacity where that we're able to understand what our purpose is right now, and what we're trying to go and how we're trying to get there. And sometimes we get bagged up against the wall where there's anxiety kick out, and we start doing stuff that we don't originally do, man. So how do we deal with that? How do we try to unmask that situation and try to make proper decisions in terms to doing the right thing and just following the course of action to be able to stay on the same path? I want to hear this brother right here. What's your name, bro? In the yellow shirt. Calvin. How would you deal with that, bro?
Deal with it.
Yeah, just anxiety. Yeah, itself.
I'd probably be chilling on myself.
Okay. Okay.
Some music or something.
Okay. So that's how you deal with. That's how you cope with it.
Yeah.
Good brother up there.
With anxiety?
Yes, sir.
Probably. I'm a chill guy. I don't let it get to me.
Okay. So when you say you don't let it get to you, because we all get to that place where sometimes we think that we got control over that stuff. And sometimes, man,
We don't have. I mean, eventually, at one point, it always comes out in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
You can be the mellow guy ever, and it still will come out.
No doubt.
But I try to personally, I try to not get anxious or get it like let it flow. That's most of the time.
So I got this thing called humble beast. I was sharing with your coach about it. Humble beast, being a humble beast. Being the beast that you are, being the beast out on the field, being the beast in life, going out here, getting it grinding hard, making it happen, getting in the books, whatever it needs to be, but at the same time, coming back to being that humble, having that humbleness within ourselves to help us control some of these types of things. Because if we're not humble within our situation, how are we able to maintain outside of the situation? That's just something to think about. I'm sure that you probably hear it a lot, even from our parents. That's something that I share with my son. In all your play and your game, your hard works and your efforts and things like that, you must always continue to stay humble. Always appreciative and humble.
So many times we talk about, when I asked you guys what anxiety was, many of y'all gave me I don't want to say bad, but negative definitions of anxiety. Yeah. Right? Striking out, having stress, other things. But can anxiety be a good thing as well? Can it?
Could.
What athlete is that I have on that paper under age of 7? Who? Okay. Why would he have anxiety right now?
Because he's coming from a career-threatening injury, and he felt like he was on top of the world at one point, and he got taken away, and then he never really felt like he fit in and going to stay.
I agree. That's not the answer exactly I was looking for, but I definitely agree. Who else? To do what?
To play. It probably pushes you harder to come back.
My Atlanta brother right there, what's up?
He was too anxious to get back on the court and injured, and eventually caused him to get back.
So all of you guys are right, but the exact answer I was looking for was You know, he coming back on the court, and he know that he playing with Brooklyn now. He ain't in OKC or Golden State. He's about to He has to prove himself, and he's about to play with some guy. I don't know. They say he got the best handles in the league right now. He got the best handles ever. I was kind of small when this young brother played ball, but I did see a guy by the name of Allen Iverson play. You know, that's my whole say. He's pretty good at basketball to me. But KD, you know, he's anxious because he wants to get back and he wants to prove himself. He knows that when he gets back to the East, it's not many teams that's gonna beat them guys. It's not, right? He's coming back from a career-threatening injury, you know, and he's about to go in there and play with Kyrie. He's about to go in there and play with Kyrie. 1-2 punch in the East, not too many people can beat them, right? So, and many times, see, this is the thing. When y'all have games, y'all know it's a championship game, and y'all know that it's a game against a rival school. Many of y'all are like, man, it's Thursday, but y'all know that the series starts on Friday night or Saturday morning. Y'all playing doubleheaders, and y'all can't wait to get out there. Calm down. Mm-hmm. Calm down. All right? There is such thing as panic attacks. There is such thing as blowing steam off. Come on in. Come on in, brother. Come on in. All right? I got to calm down. I go ahead and flip the page. So depression. By show of hands, who knows what depression is? So it's just going to be conversation based. I ain't going to sit up here and preach to you. I can do that on Sunday. What's going on?
It's like a mixture of a lot of things, but more so when you are depressed, you're down, and you feel alone. Mm-hmm. And always thinking negative. Mm-hmm. And you feel like some people, you sometimes might feel like you don't belong, and you don't need it. It's you worthless, in a sense. Like, so that's where a lot of people that are depressed end up committing suicide. Mm-hmm. Because
it's definitely one of the symptoms of it.
They feel like they don't, ain't no need for them here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyone else? Depression.
Probably feel like they be down in the hole and nobody can help.
Mm-hmm.
So self-esteem.
Well, self-esteem, absolutely.
Probably like anybody else. Mm-hmm.
So when you talk about that in itself, not being able to have someone to talk to at that time, how do we get to the point where that we can see at the light at the end of the tunnel? We always got to find the light at the end of the tunnel in some kind of situation, via being able to talk to my man right here, your coach, a mentor, one of your fellow colleagues. We always got to find the light at the end of the tunnel. And things can become overbearing at times where that we feel ain't no way out. We may feel that way. But again, we have to look within ourselves to say that, you know, there's a bigger picture for us in some kind of capacity. You have something to say?
You asked me.
Yes, sir.
What's the question you asked me?
Well,
what I want to say to it.
Well, the question I was asking, how do we deal with depression? And how do we see at the end of the tunnel the way out?
Well, for me, I live by saying that you fail before you succeed. So a lot of times when we fail, we automatically think like, dang, I don't fail. So that's when a lot of times you also can go into depression. Be anxious, I have anxiety in that situation. But a lot of times we don't look at what we did to fail and then build on top of that. Because you could just, like, for example, using a test, for example, you could have failed a test by 1 point and you paid all that money for it. Okay, you know what, and then you get your results back, you study it again, and you go and you pass it. Mm-hmm. So not necessarily, okay, you fail, you're going to fail at things in life. But it's about how you bounce back.
How you bounce back.
So that's just something I live by.
Hey, that's a good thing. How you bounce back out of situations and where you fell in, you know. And a lot of people look at things when you do, you know, find yourself in a situation and dump, that is just over. It ain't over. It's not over. And when we get further along with this thing, you're going to be like, wow, like really, you know. So it's, you know, great opportunities here that that you have been embarked on and have an opportunity to play at this prestigious university. You know, we have to take light in that. We have to take light in that, man. and be thankful. And I know we're talking about depression, but in talking about depression, we have to go back and say, look at the things that's been bestowed upon us right now and appreciate those things. And then these are one of the opportunities, and make the most of it. Make the very, very, very most of it. Yeah, man.
It's not going to be it forever. But I do want to clear the air about something as well in terms of depression. Sadness is a natural emotion. Everyone in here has been sad before.
Yeah.
Being sad is normal. Okay, I hate to use that word normal, but it's regular. It's regularized, right? But depression is feeling sad over a period of time, whether that's weeks, whether that's months. You don't want to come out the house. You don't want to talk to anybody. You don't want to eat. Mm-hmm. Anything that stops you from doing whatever you would do usually in your normal activities in life, that's depression.
That's depression.
That's depression. So, who are these athletes that I have under athletes who suffer with depression?
You got King Griffey, man.
You got Ricky Williams.
You got Devontae Williams.
You got Ricky Williams.
Mike Tyson. Jared Love.
Bart
Michael Bell.
Let's talk about Mike Tyson. Let's talk about Mike Tyson. I think Mike Tyson is a good picture to look at. And why I say that, man, he had a lot of traumatic things going on in his life from here as a child into a rich adult. He came from nothing. Brother came from nothing to be the world champ, the youngest champion in the world. Millionaire. He blew over $200 million. Over $200 million. And he probably got beat out of another $200 million. And he blew it. Come from nothing. Lived on the streets of New York, fought all his life. That's the only thing he knew. He ate scraps, to maintain. Barely had a decent education. $200 million man. Mike Tyson.
1911, correct. What is this? I know what it is. Tell them. I bought it here.
$20 bill.
$20 what?
$20 bill.
Okay, $20 bill, right? That's what this is worth?
Yeah.
That's what it's worth?
$20.
You sure? $20. What's worth?
150.
Okay, so but this is $10, right?
Yeah.
How much is it worth now?
$20.
20 what?
$20.
And he's college student. And he's college student.
I don't know. It's got to. Wait. It's got to be worth at least what, $15, $10. I just ripped it in half almost. Really? It's still worth $20. I play shortstop, man.
I'm going to take you.
Ask the coach. Now, y'all see me just throw this, right? It's balled up. I'm going to see it.
Throw it in.
Hold on here.
Those are perfect. Booty.
I just threw it, though. Hold on, wait. Y'all keep in. I just threw this $20. I just ripped it up. I stumped on it. I balled it up. What? It's like $5 now, right? Nope. No. It's still worth 20. Sure.
Never lost his man. Hey, D.
Play on my team, $20.
What was that? Hold on. What was that an example of? What was that an example?
Hey, hold on.
Even though whatever you go through, even though you've been stepped on through, tossed around like a rag, you still got your work at the end of the day.
Still got
Dig that, bro. Dig that. That's real.
No matter what happened to y'all in regards to depression, you still got your work at the end of the day. You're going to go through many tests and trials, not even on the diamond, but in life in general. And you're still going to be worth it at the end of the day. Whatever you go through, it does not matter. You still got that same work at the end of the day, because whatever you go through, you're going to come out of it. Mm-hmm. You're going to come out of it. All right? Now, the issue with depression and with other mental illnesses as well, is that many people, they don't know how to deal with them, they don't know who to talk to and what to say when they get somebody to talk to. right? But so they take their frustrations out on people that's around them, right? People that's in the home with them. So many people on this list. Somebody name these people off on this list I got under athletes and domestic abuse cases. Who else? Huh? Hold on. No, wait. We baseball in here, right? Who is Bill Buckner? I ain't got no money to give you.
I got right? He was the ball line. He was playing with the Mets.
He was playing against the Mets.
Against the Mets, yeah.
What year?
Walk through his leg.
86. Boy, if I had some money, I'd give you.
But look at BJ, for the guy who hit it, who hit the ball. He's from Bamberg.
Yeah.
Mookie Wilson.
Yeah.
He's from here. Second base who hit the ball, actually hit the ball. Yeah.
What Mookie Wilson?
He's close to Mount League. Triple A for the Mets.
What's going on? You got a question?
Need to get some money.
You got a question? Okay. So what happened with Bill Buckner after he left the ball before his leg? First of all, what happened with that World Series?
He lost it.
In what game?
Game 7.
Right. Well, what did he do what did he do?
Yeah, he stepped his glove, but he got death threats and everything after that.
He went home and beat his kids. Beat his wife. So I'm telling y'all that whatever y'all go through in the diamond, whatever y'all go through in life in general as well, many athletes don't know how to take adversity, right? They don't know, especially when you get to professional level, when you get to college, right? And sometimes you take out your frustration on those who are closest to you.
Can I ask you all this question? In saying that, do we know what our resources are here on this campus? Well, who are our resources? When athletes. Y'all should know this.
Your coach. Yeah, your AD.
Okay.
Our mentees.
Okay.
Our teammates.
So you do have mentees in place, things like that. So just saying, like in a depression situation, just being able to know who you can reach out to outside of your coach to really get the real help. Yeah, the coach is maybe at the first line to get some assistance, but seek your social workers out. Seek the social workers out. That's what we are. 1, 2, and 3. Seek your social workers out to find resources. Look at the resources within the community that you can go maybe send into some classes and understand a little bit about your situation and what you're going through. Your doctor. Your doctor is your number one asset. Use your doctor to be able to get resources to help you within your situation. If you don't want to talk to your coach, your doctor is the number one. You need resources to help you, whatever was going on in your life, talk to your doctor. That's your number one resource. A lot of us don't know that. I'm trying to tell you. I'm an investigator for the state of Georgia as well. So that's one of my things, is to give resources to people like you to help you. Your doctor, your coach, your AD, the social workers. Talk to those people in terms of helping you, what you're going through, whatever you're going through. When you find yourself bagged up in these corners and things like that, you ain't got no way out. You can't talk to your mama, you can't talk to your daddy, or you this and that. Seek some form of counseling. Some form of counseling, because depression is real, bro. Depression is serious, man. Depression, to have you somewhere sitting up there up on top of that tree, naked, with an apple in your hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real, bro. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. You know, you looking lost. I'm trying to tell you, man. You know, so that you don't find yourself in that situation where you out here doing something stupid. You find yourself doing something stupid. Now you got SWAT out here, or you got the police department that got you in a situation. You know, I'm telling you, bro. You know, I mean, emotions. And one thing, and I just want to touch on this real quick, is this. I'm an advocate for this because I have sons look just like you. Young men, you all age. I know y'all done did it. All y'all done did it. You can't control your emotions. Your emotions and feelings. You go from 0 to 100 just like this. Let me tell you something about emotions. Emotions gonna get you killed. Emotions gonna get you killed. Because your emotions gonna run you into somebody that emotions is a little bit bigger than yours. And they gonna knock you off. You know, this is what society is now. Society is that. You wanna play that tough game? Something's called being tougher than you. You just a player here at Voorhees University. You know? So we have to learn how to control our emotions. Learn how to walk away. Learn how to just turn the other back. Conversation, man, is just conversation. And that all that surrounds depression, man. 9 times out of 10, the person that you're going through it with, guess what? They what? They depressed. They going through a situation. They probably can't even eat.
Look, I'm gonna give you an example of that. My brother battling depression right now. My dad died in 2015. I was in Memphis. We got a conversation on the phone one time. He said, "Man, you know Dad was battling cancer, this and that. You should have been here. You should have been here." A lot of things he was going through. You know what I'm saying? And we got a conversation. But then I was the better man. I was ready. When I got there to my wife, we're finna go ahead. She said, "Just calm down, calm down." But that's things he was going through personally. So he wanted to lash out on me and make me feel guilty of what happened to my dad, even though he was battling drugs and things like that. That's all it was. But you just gotta learn how to be the better man.
Learn how to be a better person, man. That's it. And it's called mindfulness, understanding other people. And I know it's kind of hard, man. It's a lot. Been there, done that. You know, it's hard, man. It's really, really hard, man, to be able to walk away. You turn red. But I'd rather turn red, man, than rather take my emotions and feelings out on somebody that either I get hurt or I hurt them, and then you wish you woulda, shoulda, coulda. Oh, man, I wish I shoulda, coulda, woulda. No, man, you finna do this salt buck. And y'all not from Chicago, salt buck is 10 to 20 years. 10 to 20 years now, you got 10, 20 years. Now you can't go to the dugout. Go down there and take the rising bag, get warm. You know what I'm saying? Go throw some balls. Can't do that. Go take some BP. Can't do it now. So that's just something right there that I advocate heavily on with young men, you all ages, man. And this right here is where some of that toughness get up in us. I'm the man. Man, move around. That ain't no nothing, man. Move around. You know, everybody the man out here. You know?
I understand too, man. Like when people come to y'all with nasty attitudes, understand that person probably going through something right now.
That's serious.
And y'all just happen to be the first person that they've seen that day. All right? Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal.
Yeah.
And I had plenty of people come up to me with that. Good morning. Why is it good? My mama told me to say good morning when I see folks. You know what I'm saying? Like, but just understand, man. Like, you don't know what somebody's going through. You don't know what somebody's going through. All right, so we're gonna get off the sad stroke for now. Look, who's the strongest person in the room? I said, everybody raise their hand. You put your hand down. Who's the strongest person in the room?
That's crazy that all y'all didn't raise y'all hands, so y'all think y'all weak. I don't know. I mean, I
No, my man, I like
okay, let's go. You stretching to raise your hand. Physically strong. Okay, all right. What you bench? What you bench?
I put 250 on there right now.
No, I know.
No.
You got a description. What you bench?
I can't be. I had shoulder surgery. Back leg press 900.
All right.
900.
Huh?
That's what I say, right?
Oh, you said leg press.
You say what now? Oh, leg press. Oh, yeah, I get you.
What you bench?
I thought you said bench.
Are you playing?
Right now.
What you bench? Get your lie together before I call you, man. What you bench?
I mean, I can do it.
He probably
It's your big girl lie.
He's not helping. He's probably stronger.
Yeah, right.
Okay, but as far as benching, who benches the most? You say 250? So let me ask you a question. Pay up. You bench 250, right? Okay.
You had a torn patella tendon?
My ACL.
ACL, MCL?
I got the highest bench mass, promise you.
He on the disabled list.
Okay. So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. If you benching the bar, is that easy? If you benching a 45 on both sides, that's easy, right? 2 45s, that's easy, right? Okay. 4 45s. That's easy too? That's not easy? 3 45s on both sides.
345?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do 315.
You can do 315 by yourself. By yourself. You need, but what would you need to do that?
315, I'm gonna need a spot.
Need a what?
A spot.
Okay. So in life, you need a what? Because you're gonna go through things in your life, mental illnesses, stress, anxiety, depression, and you're gonna try to lift it by yourself, and you're not gonna be able to do it. What you gonna do if you try to lift up 315 by yourself? What's gonna happen? You gonna what? You're gonna strain yourself, right? You're gonna strain yourself. So if you're trying to lift up everything by yourself, it's gonna pay up. You're gonna strain yourself. You're gonna strain yourself. Everyone in life needs a spot. Every athlete in here needs a spot. Your spots are around you right now. Your spots are the doctors. Your spots are your social workers. Use your spotters. You get stronger by using your spotter.
How many of you all take advantage of your mentees? Truthful, it's okay.
I'm into a couple minutes. I can't get it.
You say what now?
I'm into a couple minutes.
Okay. Why don't you all feel that it's not important to not take advantage of these mentees that you have in front of you, whoever it may be, those that's not participating with their mentors. I think that it's very imperative that, especially young men at y'all age, man, especially little brothers at y'all age, we need to take advantage of that. Outside eyes and outside ears, and being able to shed light and giving us direction, or trying to assist us in our life to make gainful strides, to be a better self, to work towards achievable goals and look at things in a whole different light. Man, that's monumental, man. That's monumental. And when I say that for a reason. Because when you come from situations like my situation, you really don't see that often. You don't see it often. You hear at an institution where you see those that's trying to better themselves and trying to be on top of life and just trying to move forward in their lives. And we should take every opportunity on a daily, man. On a daily. I'm seeing all you cats, man, in here. On a daily. Trying to get to the 4 years however we possibly can. And it's not easy for everyone.
Sometimes they take longer too. So.
And sometimes it may take 5 years. It may take 6 years in the JUCO. But you got it. And I'm just keeping it 100, man. It's not how you start, it's how you finish, man. It's how you finish. And what you put in, and when I say what you put in, is what you really going to get out. And that goes always back to the mental stresses in life. Where that you need to be able to sit down and have that self-evaluation with yourself. Have someone to be able to assess you and, kind of oversee things and give you insight on yourself in terms of your academic goals and your academic successes. How do you get to that path? Draw these outlines out. And it goes back to what B said. You need someone to help you through those situations. And sometimes our egos and pride won't let us do it. Because we the man. I got this. I know what I'm doing. But now you're taking 10 classes in gym, basket weaving, swimming, cafeteria, and you don't realize that took away from your financial aid. That took away from your financial aid. When your financial aid run out, guess what? So I only speak from experience. Because I did the same thing. I ain't listen to my mentees. I ain't listen to nobody. I was the man.
Key. So, a big thing that we have today in society is this thing by the name of social media. Right? Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. A few of y'all probably still got MySpace.
You
got MySpace?
observe that.
Yeah, MySpace?
For self.
You do?
Yeah.
He still got the wallpaper with the music and everything.
That boy got Tinder?
He got a top. He still got a top. Look, so what are some of the benefits? Are you good, man? Yeah. All right. What are some of the benefits of social media? Like what are some of the benefits? What are some of the benefits that social media provides for us?
Networking.
Huh?
Networking.
Okay. What was?
Networking.
Networking.
Stop bullying. We getting bullied.
But we benefits.
That's
true, but benefits.
As an athlete.
Interact? Exposure, yes, that's a big one right there. What are some of the detriments though?
Cyberbullying.
No time to talk.
The stuff you put on them.
Okay, distractions.
Backlash.
Right. So is it true that the same things that makes you happy can make you sad?
Yeah.
Right? It's a positive and a negative to social media.
So are you saying that something like one night of pleasure leads to a lifetime of pain?
Yeah. Sure enough.
The bedroom bullies in here.
Absolutely, but listen, man. In all seriousness, man, y'all gotta watch what y'all putting on social media. Watch what y'all putting on social media because it travels. It does not erase. It does not erase. I don't care how much you delete it, how much you click delete, how much you erase anything you write. Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, it's still there. And trust me, when y'all guys go and y'all are in school, right, they're gonna see what y'all put on social media. So if y'all are ever mad about a situation, y'all mad because of how y'all played in the previous game, or y'all mad because of how y'all practice, you got an issue with something going on in school, relax, take a deep breath, right? Just like the stress model. Relax, take a deep breath, and then get back on social media. All right? Protect yourselves, man. Cover yourselves. Understand, man, this is emotions.
Can I say one thing, too, as well? Just as well as B said about emotions, I'm going to go even deeper. We're going to go back to these ships, these so-called ships that we so-called are in. As young men, you out here, man, y'all meet young sisters every day, beautiful women, or whatever, however it may be. You have to be cognitive of what you're doing. You have to be very, very cognitive of what you're doing, how you're doing it, who you're doing it with, and most importantly, how you end that whole situation. And that's real. You can't play that game on a university campus like that. Play it if you want to see what happens to you. These are government grounds. You get government charges. So, that's just something that we have to be very, very cognitive of. Look at it in the news. LGBTQ, watch how you talk about that. As men. Watch how you talk about that. And that's so powerful within itself. Watch how you talk it. Because that would end your career at Voorhees University. I promise it will. Am I lying, Coach? Watch how you're dealing with these women. Your athletes, keep it right where it's at. You're a representation, not of yourself no more. You're a representation of Voorhees University. Can't control the situation, get out of the situation. If you feel you can't get out of the situation, call your coach. Let him make those decisions. Let him come get you. Don't get yourself caught up in these situations with these young ladies in these rooms, in these houses and things like that. You're playing ball with them. Hey boy, y'all not see all these charges that's coming out now? They look just like y'all. We thought we got away with it. AB thought he got away with it. Yeah, it was consensual. No, it wasn't now. Not no more. He raped me. He touched me inappropriately. Don't put yourselves in situations where you're going through these domestic struggles with women that you think that got your best interest. That's my woman. I love her. That's the thing.
Who in here love? You pointing at us.
We got some folks that represent NJ Street.
Everybody point at me. They got right back at y'all.
Right, he won.
Hey. So what I'm trying to help you. Excuse me, little brothers. What I'm trying to get you all to understand is this, man. You have a situation. And right now, the situation is you student athletes here at Voorhees University, 4-year program that you're trying to get a degree in and move further in your life. This is a jewel I'm going to drop to you. My children that graduated from high school, when they graduated, this is what I gave them when they went off to school. My daughter ran track at Southern University. I'm going to drop the jewel I gave to them. Hey, control your destiny. You control your destiny. If you go to the school, you got 4 years. When I went to school, we didn't have computers. Y'all can run through this college thing if you're smart enough. And you really ain't got to be smart enough. You just got to apply yourself. 4 years, you can get up out of here. Give or take, you got 5. What y'all, 19, 20? What's the oldest age in here?
26.
26?
No, man, like 22.
22, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's 27, 24. 26 if you graduate. But however, listen, you get out and you do your 4 years, top 5. You're 25 years old, right, folks? You got a degree. You walked away with a clean bill. You have no children. You just got you. You said you're trying to figure out who you really are. Right? Now, I want to extend myself and expound just like B. B, how old are you?
I'm 23 right now.
23. In what? Hold on.
23, I'm in grad school.
He's 23 in what?
Grad school.
He's in grad school going to get a bachelor. One more year, B will be able to make. He's straight, but he gonna go get him a PhD.
Yeah, he's about 27. He'll
be having it at 27. But if you apply yourself, man, you can set the standards for yourself. You can set your life up the way that you want to set it up. You can set your monetary situation up the way you need it to be. And then you can pick and choose who you want in your life. But guess what? You come back down here in the 4 or 5 years that you played, you done flunked out of school. Now you're at Subway working. It's not a bad thing. But it's minimum wage job. Got a girlfriend. You put yourself in a situationship. You're trying to figure yourself out. You're trying to figure the way how to get back in the flick, how to get back in the game. So now guess what? We're going back to what? The D word. Depression. Trying to figure it out. What I'm going to do. But now my girl just came and told me I'm pregnant. She's pregnant. I'm 3 months pregnant. Oh, Jesus, what I'm going to do? I can't throw that baseball against the wall now. And again, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. But you got to figure it out and make your situation a little bit hard. You can make it out, but it just makes it a little bit hard. The moral of the story is, man, while you're here, take advantage of what you're doing. Be appreciative of what you got in front of you. Be humble. Walk with integrity and pride. Learn to persevere over things. Challenge yourself to be greater than what you was yesterday. Every day.
How many freshmen we got here?
You're a freshman?
Freshmen we got here. One.
I thought you probably would be a senior. You're a senior.
How many sophomores we got here? All right, sophomores. How many juniors?
He said how many juniors? Put your hand on.
He gonna be in school till he's 26.
How many seniors?
Funny, man.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Okay. The reason why I asked y'all that is because I want y'all to understand that everybody has a different struggle on the team. Going back to what we talked about before, you don't know what another individual may be going through. Everybody is running a different race, and everybody is going to have different trials and tribulations upon that race. Right, so for example, if I'm a freshman, my conflict might be, man, I should be starting over him, man. I know I'm young, man. I should be starting over him, man. I don't care if he's a sophomore or not. If I'm a sophomore, I'm like, man, I can't wait the junior year, man. I can go and get up out of here. I'm at a 4-year institution. I got to wait 3 years till I'm in the draft. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. If I'm a junior, it's, all right, let's put up numbers. This is my year. This is my year right here. You know, I got to hit, 350, 360 at least, 400 if possible. I got to still, you said what? Yes, sir. I got to still meet some bases. Got to hit me some bombs. You a pitcher, let's keep my ERA down under 2. Let me work on all that. Because this is draft year. If I'm a senior, it's, all right, let's see if I can get me a ring before I leave. Let's win a championship. Let's beat this team we ain't beaten all my 3-4 years since I've been here. Let's beat this team. I'm about to go 4 for 4. I'm the captain of the team. If you're a captain, if you're not playing yet, you know, you might think that I'm better than this cat right here who's starting. I'm better than him. Why is it that coach is not letting me play? If I'm starting, I should be the captain of this team, man. I should be the captain of this team. I'm better than that dude, man. He ain't even really no good leader. If I'm a leader, I got to lead all of these guys, right? I got to lead all of these guys to victory every single game. I got to make sure everybody busting their behind in practice, right? And I got to carry these guys and make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do in the classroom and in the social life and everything.
What is leadership, though, B?
What is leadership?
What is leadership, little brothers?
Yes, what's leadership?
Doing so, like, it's leading by example. You don't necessarily have to be a vocal leader. It's like doing stuff because you know it's right, like when nobody else is looking. Do it because you know it's right, and then expecting the same out of everybody else because you can't expect greatness if you're not great yourself.
Do we see ourselves doing? Oh, yes, sir, bro.
My definition of being a leader is like holding yourself accountable. Like whenever you see me doing something, I want people to always look at me. I want you to be like me. So I'm like setting the example for the people under me. That's what I feel like a leader is. You set the example, you set the bar out.
Do we see ourselves doing that on the daily? And it's not to knock nobody, man. It's not to knock nobody because we got our own ways. And I aspire to take some from this conversation from all of y'all brothers today. And I'm going to apply it to my life. I'm going to apply it to my life. I don't know how I apply it, what I might take, but I'm going to apply it. And that's what we have to do, man, in order to be great. Greatness comes from an abundance of things, man. And you tie it all up together, man, and this is it. I can rock with you on any genre. Any one of them. You know?
Absolutely. Let me ask y'all a question. Was Michael Phelps looked at as a leader? No?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, what about Serena Williams?
Yeah.
Okay, Terry Bradshaw, for those who know, was Terry Bradshaw looked at as a leader? Quarterback of the Steelers.
I know Terry Bradshaw.
You know Terry Bradshaw, right? Was King Griffey looked at as a leader?
Yeah, of course.
King Griffey Jr.?
With the hat back.
Right? The Rock. What about The Rock? Right? The rest of The Rock? Mike Tyson. Right? You like, eh.
Well, okay, so the definition of leader is doing stuff by example.
It is.
Then
In his particular sport.
Who was that?
Mike Tyson.
You don't feel that he is not?
I mean, I feel like he's a great athlete. I feel like he's a great role model for boxing and a leader. I mean, because you got to think about it, a leader is someone who carries a team.
But going back to him though, you don't know what the leader may be going through.
Yeah, no,
There's
absolutely.
plenty of things Mike Tyson was going through outside of the ring.
Yeah, you're right.
Outside of the ring. There's plenty of things.
I see where he coming from, though, B. I see where he coming from.
Yeah, no, I do too.
Michael Phelps and Serena Williams. I mean, I would say they were great athletes in this sport, and I would say they did a lot to accomplish stuff and set a bar high for someone to reach. But I wouldn't say they're a leader because they didn't lead a team. Like they're just a great role model. I feel like, unless if you're like a role model as a leader, then okay, yeah, but.
Well, I think it was, so I'm going to help clarify that then. So when we say leader, in terms to, it can be overall leadership. Does that make sense?
Right.
Overall leadership, and even in his day-to-day life, his everything leadership, you know what I'm saying, in terms of what he do on a daily, your coach.
Right, because
He's a great leader. Is he a great leader?
off this individual.
Yeah.
But what he's saying is just in general.
In general, yeah.
In general,
Yes,
that's
sir.
the sport.
And even when they do like little charity events and stuff like that, they have to lead the people there too. So it's just not only in the sport aspect, like you said, but just in life in general. And this like certain kids, I know I used to talk to a girl that used to play tennis and she used to love Serena Williams and stuff, so and she used to try to be like her. And so
her game after her.
exactly, and that was her way. So there's different ways, there's different aspects when it comes to leadership.
Leadership, exactly.
Somebody else had a question for something.
It wasn't a question, I just got a statement for a buddy over there. Michael Phelps had a 4x4 team, you know, they all swam together. Yeah. He led that, he was the last one, he brought me back, you know what I mean? He was doing the things, so I just want to let you know Michael Phelps is
Both of y'all are right.
There's no wrong answers in this, man. Yeah, there's no wrong answer to this, man. Hey, Kevin, let's bring it back down, guys. Let's bring it back down. But, you know, absolutely, everything that we're saying, man, is just, we want to just ingrain in your head, in your mental capacity about leadership. What's the reflection of it? And to each one of you all on the team, you all reflect leadership. And that's what team is about. Teamwork is about. That's what it's about. Leadership, principle, moral values, value systems, structure, discipline. That's what leadership is about. And that's what we're getting to. That's what we're trying to put all this stuff in a pot and help you all to understand. Being punctual. Being on time. That means a lot.
Say it again.
Punctual. It means a lot, brother. It means a lot. Being punctual means a lot in life. Sometimes being punctual will not get you a job. It's just little things like that we have to carry on in our life, man. That we have to set ourselves on, man. How we look. The things that come out of our mouth. The time and the place for it, and when it come out of our mouth. The setting. These are things that we, as young men, black or white, it don't make a difference. As young men, that we have to learn how to be able to speak upon, and when we go out here in society and exhibit these things in life. Because these are things that make or break us in society.